What's up everyone, this is Tom. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a few reasons why I sold my Nexus 4. Firstly, I just want to mention that the Nexus 4 is by far my favourite Android phone so far, and this is more a reflection on me rather than it is on it. You've got to remember that I'm primarily an iPhone 5 user. I had the iPhone 5 there all the time whilst I was testing the Nexus 4. I've used iOS for my entire tech career. I was really excited to kind of try fresh out of the box Android 4.2. I used it for 3 weeks or so, absolutely loved it, but then slowly started to fall out of love with it. The primary reason for this is UI design. That stands for user interface if you don't know. If we just quickly compare the iPhone 5 version of Evernote to the version running on the Nexus 4, you'll see a dramatic difference. The UI on the iPhone is much more well-rounded, it's much smoother, and more aesthetically pleasing in my opinion. This isn't just for Evernote, this accounts for a lot of apps on the iOS App Store and on the Google Play Store. If I had to describe Android in one word, it would kind of just be blocky, if that makes sense. Something about Android just doesn't really fit right with me, and I have to say the main reason is down to fluidity. The iPhone is very fluid, Nexus 4 is very fluid on the home screen and things like that. However, in specific applications it becomes very blocky and jerky. Another huge reason is app availability. I use a broad spectrum of apps on my phone, and some simply aren't available for Android. The likes of Mailbox, Tweetbot, and a few others really pulled me back to the iPhone. Battery life is also another determining factor. Now this is aimed at the Nexus in general, and I can say that battery life on the iPhone 5 isn't just not great, it's pretty bad. It was only really lasting me about 8 hours a day, which is pretty bad considering it would regularly run out whilst I was at college. The Nexus 4 and Android in general are great, however it's down to personal preference. I'm definitely going to continue to try new Android phones. For example, the Galaxy S4 looks like it's going to be really awesome, and maybe, just maybe, one will tear me away from iOS. However, at the moment, I can't see that happening.